Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray, brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we wrap up this show today on this fourth Saturday, which means normally Bill Cooksey and Ron Wong would be in here with me. Ron is with us by phone from an annual event that I've been to many times in my younger years, but now I have the young Ron Wong traipsing all over the America here for me and representing Outdoors with Larry. There you go again. But and Bill Cooksey, of course, is at the SHOT Show out in Vegas. Talked to Bill early in the show. Going to wrap up today's show with where Ron is and an event that many of you listeners out there, whether you're in Brownsville, Jackson, or North Mississippi, or Memphis, know and make sure that's on their schedule, and that's the big Grizzly Jig spring event up in Caruthersville. And who better to close out the show with? And I hated what did I call him, Ron? I can't remember what I did, but I had a name for him.
Wade Mansfield.
You know what?
Man that runs around.
I had a different name.
It's hard to talk to him.
I had a different name. I'll have to tell Wade what I said. But good morning, Wade.
Good morning, Larry. How you doing, buddy?
Always good to talk to one of the Mansfields, and of course your dad broke me in when I was the outdoor editor of the Commercial Appeal back in the 1800s.
The good old days.
Yeah, those days are, well, anyway, we won't go into it, but they were, and your dad was very gracious to me and this event, and Ron is there, and he can experience. You guys talk a little bit about the Grizzly Jig history here.
Oh, man. The history, we started about, I think this is actually the 16th or 17th official year. We had probably been doing like a sportsman's night out, but mainly, back in the day, most of the best crappie fishermen in the world were within an hour of our store.
That's right.
Yeah. And, a lot of these guys from all over the United States were fishing these tournaments, and they wanted to get to spend some time and hear their tactics. So that was the ploy of the Grizzly Jig show, was bringing in crappie pros, which, the bass had been doing it for a long time. And it was something new and unique, and it's really worked out well. And basically, as the store itself, that's where we found our niche.
You did, yeah.
It's chasing the crappie. And we have speakers from all over the United States here, pros from, Todd Huckabee from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Sam Heaton from Florida.
Most
people will still remember Sam back when he was a guide at Weiss Lake.
That's right, yeah. And you guys, it opens today, already open at 7, right? So
yes,
it's been open for a few minutes, and you close at what time? What time is it?
We'll close at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. So,
yep.
And tell us the history of the Grizzly Jig. Now, your dad, Louis, started this thing. You've grown up in it. I can't imagine you and your brother have been in it, and it's a family affair. I don't guess, really, when Louis started this, it was, it wasn't what it is now. So,
no, it was more of a hobby, a passion. You know, we enjoyed as kids growing up tying bluegill jigs. I do remember the first time we got our first mail order, and we had done some custom tying for sock clay.
Oh, sock, yeah.
Squirrel tail jigs, and he run an article in the Field and Stream on the old squirrel tail jigs, which, started out from squirrel hunting, and that's what they did with the tails. But they caught a mess of crappie and bluegill, and that was when we got our first mail order.
And, of course, now you guys have expanded the facility.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Right now, we're centered here in Caruthersville. We have a full-line fishing store. We sell everything from crappie poles, catfish poles, reels, all the crappie jigs and tackle that you could dream of. Not only, we also sell electronics. We carry Humminbird, Minn Kota trolling motors, boat seats, trolling racks, marine hardware. It's grown to be a big business for us, and
how big?
Utilize the,
How big is your building?
Well, the building that we're in right now is probably about 60-something square feet, or 60,000 square feet.
60,000 square feet.
And we just purchased another facility that it's a lot bigger. It's about 133,000 square feet. Now, that's including the warehouse.
Well, yeah. You need a warehouse, don't you? I mean, you do have a few lures there, right?
Well,
yes.
Well, let me say this. They have the largest selection of boat seats in the whole southern part of the U.S., I have to tell you.
Wow.
It's pretty amazing. If you need a boat seat of any kind, they have a way. Tell our listeners about some of the things that you carry. I mean, you have seats by Millennium, hardback, and all of them.
We ship boat seats all over the United States. We're centrally located, which helps us to get out a lot of that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
To be within, a couple of days from everybody.
Well, it's just, again, we're talking to Wade Mansfield. He and his family own Grizzly Jig in Caruthersville, which Ron said if you do the speed limit, which I've been with Ron before, he says it's an hour and a half from the Memphis Bridge.
That's
no more than that.
No more than that. And so today is a great day to head on up there. You don't even have to be a fisherman to have fun there. Because,
there's some colorful guys here. Tell a lot of stories. I know Ron's hung out with Sam. It's unbelievable. We have a big time.
And when
Wade,
ask you.
Tell our listeners some of the pros and some of the companies that you have represented here. I know B&M has a slew of people showing their catfish and crappie rods. But you all are also open tomorrow, Sunday also, right?
We are open all day, or not Sunday. We actually open at 9:30 till 5.
Okay, so you can go up there today. You can go up there tomorrow, experience it. If you want to stop and run on up to and get you a throwed roll, you might do that. But I guarantee you, there's some food somewhere around because Ron's there. Yep. So I know there's some food somewhere.
We know that there's food around when you see Ron.
That's right. Now, so if you had to tell me, how many lures do you have at Grizzly Jig?
I couldn't even possibly tell you on lures. I would hate to guess. But I can tell you that I have over 7,000 different SKUs of crappie poles.
Did y'all hear that? He said 7,000.
Not 700.
Not 700. Not 70.
SKUs.
Not 7, but 7,000.
That's right.
So
that's right.
So
it's amazing to walk into the crappie rod room.
Yeah.
It is impressive.
So I would like for one of our listeners out there to go up there today and buy all 70,000, and make the family's day and just send the 10% down to me. Okay, that's all you have to do. I think I could work something out on that. But so 2019, you guys got a lot of things going. You mentioned
we just launched a new company.
Yeah, tell us about that.
We just launched the 1st of January a new company that's in the catfish market called Big River Cats.
Big River Cats.
Yeah, you can hit us up on the web. It's bigrivercats.com, and we're centering that business straight to the everyday catfisherman and the tournament-style catfisherman. Rods, reels, hooks, the whole thing.
Because we're talking about a fast-growing industry is the catfishing.
Yes, very.
I mean, with not only the tournaments, but the everyday folks and things along that line. And I know that Ron mentioned earlier that B&M is getting into that too, really strong.
Really, really heavy. And I actually seen B&M at an event there in Memphis. George Young Jr.
Yes,
had, the Monsters on the Mississippi.
Yeah.
168 teams from all over the United States. I mean, that was very impressive. That woke me up.
Well, and I think that woke up Jack Wells and all those guys down there, too, when they do that. Hey, Wade, we appreciate you being with us this morning. Take care of Ron up there.
Before we cut Wade loose, Larry.
Yeah, cut him loose. What?
Two things.
One
is, what's your address, Wade, at the store here in Caruthersville? And two, if somebody wants more information about Grizzly Jigs, how do they contact you?
I got you. The address here in Crothersville is 303 Ward, W-A-R-D, Avenue, Crothersville, Missouri, 63830. And if you want to know what's going on, you can give us a call at 1-800-305-9866 or like us on Facebook and just message us, and we'll get right back to you.
Well, look, when you see the Crothersville exit, watch for a pickup truck and get behind it, okay?
There you go.
It's heading there. Wade, thank you, buddy. Tell your dad hello
Larry.
for us, okay?
I'll take care of Ron for you.
Oh, bless your heart. Okay, thanks, Wade.
Thank
All
you.
right, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Thank you, Ron Wong. Got to get out of here, buddy. Thank you for all your help and everything. Let me tell you about next week's show real quick. First Saturday, and that means Dave Gabbert's going to be in, Gene Smith will be in. We're going to talk to Mike Webb. He's the Tennessee senior field representative for the NRA. Big event coming up in Jackson. And we're going to talk. We've been talking about it. We got to talk to more CWD, chronic wasting disease. And so Justin Lawson and Kip Adams of the Quality Deer Management Association, they're going to check in with us. There's it's going rampage, folks. It's up. It's way on up there now. How many deer have been tested positive, and how many more to be expected? And, of course, the season will run through the end of the month, January 31st, for those three counties still in Hardeman, Fayette, and McNairy County. And, again, look forward to talking to y'all next week. And Ron knows what we say. It doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And what else, Ron?
God bless
the USA.